So this weekend we decided to take a little trip to Bodega Bay, just a one-day little trip, you know, there and back type thing. And well, before we actually decided to go, I made a decision that I was only going to take one camera and one camera only. And well, I left all of the mirrorless cameras home and just took the point and shoot, the G7X Mark II. Now there was kind of like a whole point to that. I wanted to see and kind of remember why I ended up purchasing this camera. I haven't used it in like a month, almost 2 months now, and I totally forgot why I picked up this camera and the whole purpose behind this camera for, you know, my camera gear. But I quickly realized after 5 minutes of use why I picked up this camera. And I mean, the touch screen, the flip up screen, something that I am completely missing from any of my Sony cameras that I own. I just love the fact that I can see myself and kind of compose my shot, make sure that the make sure the lighting's correct. I mean, there's so much you can do when you're actually able to see yourself. Plus, not to mention that the G7X Mark II has a lot of features that I love, and the whole reason I picked up the G7X Mark II is because of the price and the features. See, I believe the Sony was just too expensive. Like $1,200 for the RX100 Mark VI was ridiculous. And you've taken out the ND filter, and you can't navigate the menu with the touchscreen. That was just a no-go for me. So the price to quality or the value was just not there for me. But in the G7X Mark II, it certainly was. I'm not a fanboy, and I don't stick to just one type of camera. If I see the quality versus price in a camera, I choose that camera. Hence why I'm shooting on an A7 III and not the EOS R. It was just too expensive, and you get a lot of pro features in the A7 III for a way cheaper price. And there's no debating that the A7 III's image is a little bit better than the EOS R. And I'm spending $2,000 with a kit lens versus over $3,000 just for the body for a freaking EOS R. That's ridiculous. But moving on, there is no secret that Canon is having some trouble in sales. And a lot of us understand that it has a lot to do with them taking features out of their cameras and basically crippling them. You're wanting us to pay a certain price, but you're taking features out of the cameras, and they're not as good as the competitor's cheaper camera. Like, I mean, that is the issue. In a lot of ways, I feel like the A6400 is way better than the EOS R. I mean, it has an awesome autofocus. You're getting pro level features. You're getting so much for $900 in the A6400 that I think are just superior than the EOS R. But that's for another day discussion. We're talking about the G7X lineup here. But I feel like Canon has the opportunity to kind of make up some ground here if the rumors are true about the G7X Mark III and if it's coming out. Now, Canon, all you have to do is give us 4K. Give us 4K in the next G7X Mark III. Give us a microphone jack. If you did only those two things, I believe you could take the market in the point and shoot segment. Like, there is no doubt, unless Sony comes out and does the same thing. Sony already has amazing 4K, but they don't have the microphone jack. Canon, all you have to do is put a microphone jack and give us somewhat of 4K, and maybe 1080p at 120 frames per second. No one really needs 240 frames per second or 960 like Sony wants to give you. Just give us 120 frames per second at 1080p, give us a microphone jack, and 4K. Hell, I would take 4K at 30 frames per second, and I would buy another. I would literally buy the Mark III, and I would probably sell the A7 R2. Not even kidding. If you gave me a microphone jack with a flip-up screen, well, I don't know, I would probably buy the A6400, but yeah, Canon, that's all you need to do. Give me a microphone jack in 4K. We're good. You're good. I think you'll take over the vlogging segment. Period. Hands down. Everyone would switch back over to Canon G7X Mark III. That's just my opinion. If it had a headphone jack, a microphone jack, I'm sorry. If it had a microphone jack and you gave us 4K. Because you're giving us something that we can use for multiple years and it's not going to be obsolete within the next year. Give us 4K and a microphone jack. Keep everything that we love about the G7X Mark II and just give us a little bit more features. Stop crippling your cameras. And I definitely think we would be good.